Purim, everybody!
Happy Purim!
Tonight at sundown begins the festive holiday of Purim. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the meaning, the customs, the traditions, and what Piano Impro Man and I are going to be making in our yummy YouTube kitchen today, all. Jewish communities are celebrating Purim all of this week. The holiday technically lasts for a day, but it's filled with joy and celebration. The festival allows even the most buttoned-down Orthodox sects to let loose for a day of costumes, a day fueled by religiously mandated alcohol, dress-up, enjoyment, celebration, and fun. When is Purim? Purim falls on Monday, the 9th of March, this year in 2020, and continues through Tuesday, March 10th. Purim begins in the UK at sundown and the United States as well, because typically all of the Jewish holidays do begin with the Hebrew calendar, in which the day technically always begins at sundown. So you ask, what does Purim mean? What is this holiday all about? Well, here you go. I'm about to tell you. This festive occasion honors the Jewish heroine. Her name was Esther, whose story appears in the Torah, an Old Testament, according to the Jewish Women's Archive. It takes place in ancient Persia, where King Ahasuerus is enamored of Esther, who was a beautiful and virtuous orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. Unaware that she is Jewish, Ahasuerus marries Esther. Offended by Mordecai's refusal to bow before him, the king's vizier, Haman, then discovers the family's origins and plots to exterminate all of the kingdom's Jews. Purim takes its name from the lots, Purim in Hebrew, that Haman casts to choose the 13th day of the Jewish calendar month of Adar as the date for the massacre. Mordecai discovers the plot, and at his urging, Esther risks her life by revealing her true identity to Ahasuerus and exposing Haman's plot to wipe out all of her people. Ahasuerus orders Haman to be hanged, and the Jews attack and kill the enemies, preparing to slaughter them. Purim is celebrated on the 14th day of Adar, when the Persian Jews are said to have celebrating after vanquishing their would-be executors. The 15th of Adar is thus called Shushan Purim and is a day of joy. It's a day of celebration, also in those places where it's not observed as the actual Purim. So how is Purim celebrated? In keeping with the festival spirit of rescue, Purim is one of the most joyous and fun holidays on the Jewish calendar. Purim is often marked with parades and fancy dress, a custom that 13th century Italian Jews are thought to have adopted from the pre-Lent masquerades held by their Christian neighbors. The carnival-like atmosphere has led Americans to sometimes refer to Purim as the Jewish Mardi Gras. There are 4 main religious requirements for observant Jews on Purim. Most importantly, they must attend the synagogue on the eve of Purim or the following day when the story of Esther is read aloud. Whenever Haman's name is mentioned, the congregation will drown it out by hissing, stamping their feet, or shaking special rattles called groggers. The second and third obligation commands the faithful to mark the occasion by sending food to one another. In the modern era, often in the form of gift baskets and giving to the poor. The final requirement is to attend a festive meal. These feasts are best known for the amount of alcohol consumed. There is one very, very famous recipe that is made during this holiday. And this recipe is called a Hamantaschen. So, what is a Hamantaschen? It is a triangular shaped cookie, if you will, that Bernie and I are going to be making in our Yum Yum YouTube kitchen very shortly. It could be filled with a jelly-like inside, could be apricot or raspberry or chocolate chips, or the most famous inside extravaganza is made out of poppy seeds, and it's called mun, and that's our favorite. So Bernie's gonna play a little bit more for you, and then we're gonna cook her up something fancy. Ready to go on over, Bernie?
Ready.
Here we go. Alrighty, so what we are going to do is, since we only make this recipe for the most part one time per year, and that's during this holiday season, we are going to take out our phones and we are going to look up and follow all the instructions in the recipe, since we typically don't make it and don't remember it. So here we go. We're going to use 2 phones, one for the filling and one for the dough. Alright, yeah, because I don't want to mess anything up here. Alright, so I think we should start off with the dough first. What do you say, Bernie?
I think that's a great idea. Are you going to be standing this way?
I'll stand here and you stand here.
Just like
okay.
this.
And basically the recipe calls for sugar, flour, vanilla extract, baking powder, some eggs, some milk, some orange juice. We'll do it as we go. Here we go.
Okay.
So, our ingredients: 3 eggs, 1 cup granulated sugar. So we've got, I'm going to measure 1 cup granulated sugar here.
3 eggs.
I think we may actually have enough and we may not have to open it, but I was wrong, so you can throw that out.
Okay, let me put the eggs back.
And we're going to open this guy. And we're going to do, about a cup, maybe just a little bit less, because the inside is always nice and sweet and we don't need too much sugar in that. But we'll get close enough to it. That should be good. A little more than 3/4. All right, so we've got that. Next we have...
Look at this pretty sugar. This is Whole Foods 365 organic sugar. There
We've got 3 cups of vegetable oil.
3 cups?
Did I say 3 cups? I didn't mean that. 3/4 of a cup. 3 cups vegetable oil, we'd gain 49 pounds from this, right? 3/4 cup. Thank you for that one, Bernie.
You're welcome.
All right, we finish this baby up, so you could throw this
cup, right?
3/4.
Okay.
Throw this guy out.
Throw him out.
We're going to just get all our stuff together.
Manischewitz pure vegetable oil.
Alrighty. 2.5 teaspoons vanilla extract. So we're going to grab our teaspoon out over here.
Here comes, we just bought this today. Again from Whole Foods. 365 is their beautiful.
1/2 cup orange juice.
And this is really good. This expires in August of 23.
All right, we've got our orange juice here.
I love the smell of this.
Let's see what we got next.
Yeah, let's open it up.
Okay, and next we need 5.5 cups flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 cup preserves. Okay, here we go with our directions. Preheat oven to 350, so we got to do that. We are going to preheat this baby.
That's the best way to do it.
Alrighty. And we'll grease our cookie sheet when we're ready. In a large bowl, beat the eggs and sugar until light and fluffy. 3 eggs.
Okay, well,
I'm going to get you a beater.
I always like breaking eggs and then using a spoon.
We got our egg beater right here.
Waste not, want not.
And we've made this recipe year after year, and it's always come out really, really great. So this is always a go-to to the same site. And then we're going to add the sugar, and then we're going to beat it up until it's really light and fluffy.
The only thing is I spilled some on the outside.
No big deal.
No big deal.
And we just got a little shell in there.
A little shell?
We got to get that sucker out.
Hey, you sucker. There's a little, actually, there's more than that. Come on, baby.
There you go.
And this little guy here.
All right, so I'm going to pour in the sugar, and Bernie's going to start the serious mixing.
Can I just need a paper towel.
Okay.
Small one. Because I got eggs on my fingers. Thank
There
you.
you go.
I like that Purim music.
Mm-hmm.
It's very joyous. Purim is like one of the happiest holidays ever. It's so happy that it's commanded that people drink to get drunk.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
All right, you start whisking that.
I'm gonna whisk, girl.
Here we go.
Okay.
You want to sing while you whisk?
Yeah. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk.
We should have some whisking music in the background, all
We should
right?
have some whiskey.
Yeah, we can have that too.
We have whiskey. You want
Yeah.
some? I'll go for some whiskey. Is this in the way though?
There we
Let's
go.
bring this like over here
Okay.
where people can see us. Yeah, let's move everything down. I have the that opened up. The you don't want this to
No
spill.
problem. All right, whisk her up till she's nice and fluffy.
Oh, yeah. Organic, whole foods, cane sugar. And it's organic because these sugar plants never touched anything impure. As a matter of fact, while they were growing, there were beautiful ballet dancers growing around, little
Fluff her up, Granny.
fluffer-ups they were
Come on,
called.
fluff her up, fluff her up.
Look how nice it's starting to look. Isn't that pretty? Egg and sugar. Nice.
After that's all fluffed up, we're going to stir in the oil, the vanilla, and the orange juice. Yeah, get all around those sides there.
Yeah. As you would say, get that sucker.
You know it. Okay, so with the orange juice, let's make sure a half a cup and 2.5 teaspoons of
Nice.
the vanilla extract. Are we nice and fluffy yet?
I think, you want to do a little bit?
Why not? Okay, fluff her up, Mindy.
Fluffer.
Here we go.
Nice fluffing. We're fluffing her upper.
This is actually mad fun and therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bernie and I love to cook. Anybody out there who doesn't know, check out our website. Check out yesterday's VOD the day before yesterday on YouTube. We made an amazing
Unbelievable.
recipe as well. That looks pretty fluffy to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Now we're gonna add our oil. And we are going to add, how much orange juice did I say?
I don't know.
1/2 cup of orange juice. And that's about it.
Nice.
And after we add our orange juice, we're gonna add our vanilla. And the truth of the matter is, I'm gonna be a little bit more generous with the vanilla because I love vanilla. And so does
Orange
Bernie.
juice smells great already.
2.5 teaspoons. We'll do a little more. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Whoa. This
There
is
we
like
go.
super vanilla.
Absolutely.
Look at the color. I always like to look at the beautiful color. Look at the way this looks.
So
Isn't that
he's
pretty?
mixing that guy up.
I'm gonna mix her up.
Then we're going to combine the flour and baking powder, and then we're going to make a stiff dough. Now, this says 5.5 cups of flour. So while Bernie is doing this, I'm going to start putting in my flour into my other dry measuring cup. When our kids were little, we always used to make Hamantaschen with them as well during the holiday. Fun, fun, fun.
What a nice smell.
Okay, so here's 2 cups. And we
Mix it
need
like this a
5.5.
little bit,
Keep going.
So
Yeah,
it doesn't spill over the bowl.
that's right.
Start with it in the middle.
Perfect.
This is
Here's 4
all-purpose
cups.
flour.
And
When
I
we
need
make our
1.5
pizza,
left.
yep. When we make our pizza
1.5
and other
left.
bread products, we only use bread flour. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna need the other guy because I don't have enough in here. So we have enough in here. When all else fails, you always have extra on hand. Alrighty, just a little bit more to make 1.5 cups. We want to get that perfect as we just did. And we're going to pour that guy in, and
Wow.
Bernie is going to do some very serious mixing.
You know what
now.
I want to do now? Instead of using this,
Mm-hmm.
I want to use a wooden spoon.
Alright,
I'm into the wooden spoon.
alright. So,
Let's get a wooden spoon.
and we're going to do this, stir and combine the flour. Now we got to put in the baking powder. Okay. The baking powder, we needed 1 tablespoon. So we got to get a dry tablespoon.
Yeah, nothing like a good wooden spoon.
Here we
This
go.
is really nice. Okay, now we'll
And if
bring
you
it
don't want to
over.
use, like a knife to level it off, just use your finger.
How much did it say?
1 tablespoon.
Oh wow, okay, that's good. You can put a little touch more, no? What the heck? Let it rise. Let it rise. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, there we go. 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
All good.
Spread it around.
Mm-hmm.
And this really's got to be mixed up.
Really
So
well.
that baking powder. And we're going to use our fingers, right? And
Of course.
we're hands-on.
Stir the batter to form a stiff dough. If dough is not stiff enough, then roll it out more flour.
Yeah.
On a lightly floured surface, roll the
I'm
dough
gonna
into
wash my
1/4 inch
hands.
thickness. Okay, Bertie's gonna wash his hands. My hands are nice and clean. So I am just gonna take off some of this rings and stuff. Alright, we're gonna roll up them sleeves and we are gonna party, party, party. Oh, I like this feeling here. Alright, we are going, oh yes, we are gonna get into this guy big time. And I'm thinking, just based on the feel so far, I think we're probably gonna need some more
A
flour
little bit more of this.
because it's feeling a little mad sticky.
Okay, we'll add a little
So
more
I
flour.
think we're gonna need more
Here we go.
flour.
Play it by ear.
Yeah, actually gotta play it by feel more than anything.
Try that.
Alrighty. And we're gonna have to flour our surface also.
And we're done with the baking powder, right?
Uh-huh.
Actually, because you're putting more flour,
Wanna add just a little bit
touch
more? When Bernie and I cook, we never really totally go by the book,
Take your
And-
hands away for 1 second.
We go more by the eye and
By the
more by the feel. And then as we always go, as we cook, Bernie goes by the taste, because he'll eat anything raw. It still feels mad sticky to me. It doesn't really feel stiff at all. You want to see what's going on here? Yeah, we need some more flour in this. It's really strange sometimes, when you get recipes, they'll give
They
you,
always.
and it just, I don't know, maybe it's just us, but it never seems like the amount that's told is the correct amount. It's always
So
a little
true.
bit
Hold
more.
it steady.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Always a little bit more than the recipe calls for. But as long as you use your good judgment, you should be good. I remember way back when in the day, every time I cook, most of the time,
Bubby, you
every
gonna talk
time,
about?
yeah,
Bubby.
every time I bake, I always think of my grandma. Grandma Bubby, we used to call her.
In Yiddish, grandma is Bubby.
And she used to love to bake, and she used to cook with me all the time when I was a little girl. And she made some seriously dang Hamantaschen. Hers were very big though, they weren't the mini kind that Bernie and I are gonna make. I want you to feel this and tell me if you agree this is mad sticky.
Too sticky.
Okay, here we go, more flour.
More flour.
Is this flour like organic or something?
This is unbleached, all-purpose flour.
Maybe the unbleached
King
has some.
Arthur flour. Yeah, we don't like bleached stuff.
Maybe the bleached has something to do with it, that you need more of
You
it.
need bleach?
No,
Well, I
I
put
think.
some Clorox in it.
Well, you know, in today's day and age, it may not be such a bad idea. Boop. That was not funny, Mindy.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
not funny. No.
How's it? Pretty good. Remember, it's
Right.
it looks nice. Yeah, I mean this
Okay.
is not like bread.
No, of course not.
You want,
but
should we put it on the table
yes,
now?
and I think
a little flour on
right,
the table.
right.
Right with a shot.
We can put this in a ball, and I could throw it to Bernie, and oh God, I just threw some all over the floor. We're gonna have to get that so them puppers don't eat. Not a good idea, Bernie. Yeah, Bernie's got to clean some of that up from the floor.
Where is it on the floor?
Right there by the microphone that way.
Oh,
right.
shoot. Okay. Make a little ball. That's cute.
Alrighty.
Anyway.
We are going to have to. Let's see.
Hello, how are you? I'm good.
We
I'm
are
having
still-
a good time.
We're still
Okay.
mad sticky. I think
gonna
a
wash my
little
hands
bit
again.
more. Yeah, we're gonna
touched
need
the
a little
floor.
bit more. Now, the recipe actually says, and I think what we're gonna do today is we're gonna save some of our dough and we're gonna make more tomorrow. And the reason being is that it says that the recipe, and I do remember we've done that in the past where we saved it, let it refrigerate for 24 hours. And the consistency was even better. But for purposes of having something for tonight, when our family gets home, we're gonna just do some of them today. This is mad sticky, Bernie.
You know, okay,
It's
I'll
like,
add.
yeah, we have to add a little bit more.
Okay, here we go. You do 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 do. You do 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 do. You do 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 do.
All right,
Okay, that's got to do it.
we gotta hope that this is gonna work.
Let me grab this out of here.
We've got some on the side too over there
Side where?
of the bowl.
Okay, let me try to.
Yeah, see now it's not sticking so much to the hands. Yeah, so with the 5.5 cups, I would honestly
This
say,
is gonna make a lot of Hamantaschen.
I would say more like 6.25 cups,
Oh,
to be
wow.
honest with you.
I mean, the bottom line is you all gotta. If you're gonna make this recipe, feel it. Like anything else. Nothing is engraved in stone. It's engraved in soul. I coined that today. Use your soul. This is called Jewish
Soul cooking?
Soul cooking. Oh yeah. You know. Oh yeah. We are cooking Jewish soul cooking. Good. Take this away. Maybe a little more. A little more.
Wow, we are still mad sticky, Bernie.
Mindy, I don't know how can really.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's happened here. Look,
I know. Okay, I'm gonna get
I
rid
mean,
of this.
I'm not making this up.
No, you're not. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Hey, you hear that? It's pretty.
It's a good thing we've got flour.
That's right.
I don't remember this ever being so sticky before.
And I was wondering if
Tell me, what were you wondering?
if you put maybe too much liquid.
Well, I didn't put
Here
in
we go.
more than I was supposed to.
Ready? That's enough.
Okay, that's it.
That'd be. But wait a minute. Let me put in a touch more of baking powder. And you know how I'm gonna do it? Like this. Here we go. You're gonna have to really knead this guy together.
Okay, that's got to be it.
Okay.
Okay, we are, after this, we are just doing it no matter what.
Let
Because
me
this is
shut the
getting
water.
crazy, crazy, crazy.
This is gonna be fun. And the oven is preheated, right?
It is in the process.
350.
Okay.
That's
Now,
beautiful.
this is starting to seriously feel right. Can you get that whisk out of the way?
temperature. It looks right too.
Yeah. And I think what I'm going to ask you to do is...
I think we should make one giant one later using the tortilla press.
Oh, that could be a terrible thing to do.
Or maybe we can make tiny little balls and put them in the tortilla press. What do you think? That could be a different way to do it. I love our tortilla press. Want me to do some?
Alrighty.
Break it in half and we'll each do one? Oh, wow. Reminds me of Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh. Anybody on watching us?
I don't
We
know
have no
because I
idea.
don't have chat here, but before when we first started, only Susan was with us.
Wouldn't it be something if we have people?
Wouldn't it be something if we didn't? Well, at least we're making our Hamantaschen. That's the most important thing.
This is so much fun. Oh my God.
That is the most important thing, that we have our Hamantaschen for tonight.
1 minute.
You gonna make a face? Yeah, this I think is nice. This is nice.
Here he is. Hello. You like him? Give him ears.
Let me see. Oh, he looks like E.T. He's the Hamantaschen.
Oh, here he is. Hi. Give him. Wait. Let's make his nose more. Oh, this is nice. Now look at him. Hey, I don't know if I want to cook. I just want to make things out of play.
This is actually
Hey.
very good now.
Wow,
Very
we got
good.
This is beautiful. That's what it is. Here comes one of the most famous Purim celebrated. Frosty the Hamantaschen Man. Frosty the Hamantaschen Man was a jolly, happy Hamantaschen Man.
Alrighty, here we go. My hands are clean. So now,
Give me a yarmulke. Here we go. Hello.
okay.
Okay.
Now okay. Let's see what we do next here.
I love this. This is such a fun feeling. Let me just try to wipe this guy. This will
Okay,
get rid of.
stir in the batter.
Mindy, this feels so
Stir
good.
enough for a long more fun. On a lightly floured surface, roll dough out to 1/4 inch thickness, and then we use our cookie cut. Well, we're going to use our
We're going
cups.
to take half of this out now. We're going to cut it in half and
Spoon
save
about
it.
2 teaspoons of preserves into the
Wait a minute.
center of each one, and pinch the edges. Bake for 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, here we go. Now we're going
Before we
to.
do anything,
I'm
nothing
gonna
like a
get-
scraper from the Dollar Tree. $1 with a whole scraper.
Okay,
Love it.
we've got two different fillings that we're going to put in our Hamantaschen.
Throw this away.
One is going to be the poppy seed, the other will be the chocolate chips. So, with the poppy seed, 8 ounces whole unground poppy seeds, which is 1.5 cups. So, I've got my
You-
poppy seeds right here.
Let me interrupt you. Do we want to cut this in half and do half of it
Sure.
for today? And then we're going to make more on our own for tomorrow. I love doing this. And this is a great way to cut this in half. You take it like this, you measure it, and you go,
Alrighty, 1.5 cups.
crazy man. I did it. That's the way to do it.
Added a little bit too much there. There we go, that's good. 1.5 cups of poppy seeds.
This I'm gonna put in the baggie, right?
Right.
This is the one we're gonna use?
Sure. 1/4 cup unsalted butter, 1 cup milk, so we gotta get the milk out, we gotta get the butter out. You can use substitutes if you make this a parve dish and not a dairy dish. But we're making it dairy.
Let me get a baggie.
Sugar again, 1/4 cup honey, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 2 large eggs. So I gotta go get the honey.
I got a Ziploc half-gallon baggie, and I'm gonna save this guy. I think I actually want to add a little more to this guy. I shouldn't say guy, this girl. Hello, girl. This one, I'll say, this is beautiful. Smells so good. Make it like a little oval and put it in the refrigerator.
And where's, we got the salt.
Here it goes. I always like to take the air out before I press it together. As much air as I can get out.
All right, so we got honey, we got salt, we got milk, we got poppy seeds. We need,
Put it in the refrigerator. Beautiful.
okay, and we need lemon zest. So here's the story.
Aha.
We're going to grind the poppy seeds in a coffee grinder in batches for about 15 to 20 seconds per batch until they are ground soft and powdery. So if you don't have a coffee grinder, you can use a chopper as well.
I'm going to bring it over there.
Okay.
Here is our dough. Feel that. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
Move this here. Okay. Now sometimes this chopper is a pain in the neck. It doesn't always work. It has 2 settings. It's a Bella chopper. I think this is like $10 to $15, this whole machine. And it has, well, it has 2 settings. First I gotta make sure it works. Okay. Bowl. Oh, okay, that's locked. This is down. Now, I think you're ready to put some stuff in. Okay, and now some milk. What's next?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is grind the poppy seeds.
Should we see if this grinds without any?
Wait, we don't add the milk
Liquid?
yet. No. Grind the poppy seeds in a coffee grinder in batches for 15 to 20 seconds per batch until they're ground soft and powdery. So grind that up, and then
I
we're
hope
going to
it
do the
works.
next batch.
Let's hope it works.
Sure.
Ah, it is. I'm gonna put
15
it on
to 20
a
seconds.
very fast grind. One minute. Unfortunately, we didn't put it in a coffee grinder. I didn't want to use our coffee grinder because it has all sorts of coffee beans in it. So I believe if we wet this, it's going to
You're not supposed to do that, no. Mm-mm.
Well, I don't think it's going to grind. Look at this, it's not grinding. I think we have to.
No. I won't do it. Stop it for a second. Let me see.
Okay. Wait, you have to turn it.
Nope, that's no darn good. So we're going to take out the osterizer.
We're going to take out the asteroid.
Yep. We're
That
gonna-
ain't working.
This is definitely not the answer. So don't try this one at home.
No, don't try this with home.
Don't try this one at home.
That goes out next.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you. Great. It's got stuck. Well, that's the end of that. That's the end of this. That's the end of this recipe.
Oh no, it's only the beginning.
No, no. Only joking. Ha ha. Come on, you idiot. I think I have to dump this stuff out first, okay?
Put it in the blender. We'll just put it over the blender.
Okay. Oh my God.
Talk about improvisation now, aren't we?
YouTube fails.
Right.
101.
Okay, we could do it this way.
101. Wait
Uh-huh.
a minute. Oh God.
See, that's what happens when you buy me a piece of junk.
We were supposed to find the coffee grinder. We had another one.
Here we go. Go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why
There's
is
just
it-
a little in there. I wouldn't get crazy over it.
No, I'm just.
Oh,
Now
there
it
you go.
came out.
Alrighty.
Okay, we're gonna try this. Whee! Okay, let's get rid of this thing. Okay, this was the famous Bella, and it's going in the garbage. No, I'm joking. It's not going in the garbage.
Fine by me. I throw everything in the garbage.
Okay.
Plug her in.
Oh, I didn't plug her in. Always have to plug her in, right? Plug her in. Can you believe that? Wait a minute. Here we go.
Alright. And
She's
now
in.
we want to,
Put her on.
yeah.
Here it is. On, and now we have different high settings.
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, keep going.
I know, I'm just going. And I think I'm gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna need some liquid because these things, unless it's a coffee grinder, it's not gonna grind it. If it has a little liquid, it's gonna pulverize
But
it.
that is not the way the recipe
Well,
works.
the recipe sucks.
And, well-
We're making our own recipe.
We're not.
Oh yeah, you wanna fight?
I win.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, do it a little longer then.
Yeah.
Okay, she won.
I always do.
Yeah. Press this again.
Want to sing as we go?
What?
Want to sing as we wait?
What?
Do you want to sing as we wait?
Yes. La 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 la. Let's pulse it. Let's give it a pulse. Let's pulse it.
Alright, now we're going to do the next group. Yeah, it worked.
Now the thing is, it's hard to get it out. We got to use a, watch it, the fingers. You want a little spatula?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing the second group anyway, so.
There's a spatula.
Uh-huh.
Is this too, didn't we have a smaller one than this?
I think so.
Let me see if I can find it.
This recipe better come out good.
Do you want to use this brush? this has a green frozen smoothie setting, which is supposed to be automatic. See, look at it go. I'll be right back. Okay, are we
I
ready
didn't
for
hear
this?
what you said.
Pawn King is with us. Hi, Pawn.
Hi, Pawn.
He says, when does the fight start? I have money on burn. Okay, ready? Dumping this out?
Okay, while he does that, we're taking 1/4 cup of butter and we are melting it.
Here we go.
Alrighty.
This is nice.
Melt the butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Whisk in the milk, sugar, honey, and salt. Okay, so the milk we need is going to be 1 cup milk.
For everybody who just came on, all 10,000 of you,
Another world.
this is poppy seeds, ground up, pulverized.
1/4 cup
Poppy
honey,
seeds.
1/4 cup salt, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Okay.
That's not bad.
Alrighty, melt the butter in a saucepan over medium heat. Whisk in the milk, the sugar, the honey, and salt. The sugar is going to be 3/4 cup.
Let me show everybody what this looks like. Here we have the poppy seeds, which we're now, I'm lifting it up because I don't know if you can see it. Pulverized. Pretty good. Mindy,
Alright, we just
we're
put-
done pulverizing, right? Are we done with the osterizer? Cool.
Alright, we just whisked in the salt and the milk, and now we're going to put in 3/4 of a cup of sugar. We're going to actually do a little bit less of that because we don't need so much sugar in it. Alright, we're going to do a little bit less than that. I need honey, Bernie? Hello?
Yeah. Honey coming up. How much honey?
Gotta check out the recipe.
I hope we don't have trouble getting this honey out. This honey is very hardened. This is clover honey, and it's a product of USA and Argentina, or
The
as
honey
they
is gonna
say
be a
there,
1/4 cup.
Argentina.
A 1/4 cup of
Quarter
the
of a
honey.
cup. That could take an hour to come out of this.
Nice.
Oh, smell that honey. Where should I put it? In this?
Sure.
should we-
Yeah.
I don't need to rinse it, do I?
Salt.
Nah. Here we go. Come on, baby.
Bring to a simmer until
I have
the
to
sugar.
prime it.
Okay.
I have to prime it with a knife. It's gonna taste great. Here we go. It's stuck. This has been. They say honey can last for thousands of years. This is when Costco first opened in 1932. So this is very old. Don't listen to what I say. I'm talking
Hot
nonsense.
liquid into the beaten eggs. Okay, hot liquid goes into the beaten eggs. And how many beaten eggs did we need?
3.
We needed two
Oh, no,
large,
two
two
more?
large beaten eggs. Here we
Is
go.
this coming out? Come on.
Where did those eggs go? Here they are. Okay. We're gonna.
Do we have other honey besides this?
Nope.
You're kidding.
That's it.
Maybe I should put this in the microwave.
Maybe you should.
You know what? I'm gonna do that, I think.
Okay.
To make it a little, to make it flow. Because this is not flowing.
Okay.
I hope we have enough.
Okay, this is starting to get mad boiled, so we gotta hurry this up, Bernie.
I'm trying. 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna take this whole thing, put it in the microwave. Very nice.
Alright, we're gonna beat these eggs up.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to put it like this.
Okay. Just beat these 2 eggs up. Alrighty, all beaten. Let's see what happens next. We gotta get the honey in there, and then we're gonna, alright, bring this, okay. This we got. Next thing we're gonna do immediately but gradually, drizzle the hot liquid into the beaten eggs. Whisk briskly and continuously until all the hot liquid is integrated into the eggs. Do not pour too quickly or you'll scramble your eggs. It should take about a minute or so. Then pour the heated tempered egg mixture back into the hot liquid in the saucepan, whisking constantly.
This was a good idea.
Continue to whisk and cook for 3 to 5 more minutes over medium heat till the mixture thickens and turns light yellow.
How much
It's
honey?
okay. This will be like less than a quarter of a cup.
Come on. Oh, brother. We'll figure this out.
You're getting
You know
there.
what? There's not that much honey. We have to buy more honey. I can't believe this, Mindy.
Well, we can always take the hammer and hammer the whole thing apart.
Look at it. That I don't think I want to do. Oh, come on. Oh, it's
There
coming.
we
It's
go.
coming.
We're gonna
Keep
get
going.
that
Keep
guy.
going. Keep it straight.
There we go.
Keep her straight.
When there's a will, there is a way.
And when there's a will, there are relatives.
Alright, let's see what we
Is
got.
that how much? That's no quarter of a cup.
Yeah, no, it's good.
A little more.
No, we don't need it that sweet.
Okay.
Alright, now we're gonna whisk this guy in. And it's all gotta seriously mix up very well. You wanna grab a spoon and
I
get
think
all
I
the
should
rest of
taste
it?
it just to make sure that it's sweet enough.
Okay, get the rest of that out.
How about that wooden spoon? No, I'll use this spoon. Here.
Just get all the rest of this.
You have the eggs in here?
No, not yet. We pour it in there and then
I see.
everything goes back in here.
Let me just try this.
Remember, there's a lot of sugar in this, so I
I
have
know.
to be able to enjoy it too. Alrighty.
What?
Next, we're gonna very slowly mix the milk so it doesn't scramble. Then you wanna come over here now, please? And start whisking as I do this. the whisk on this side, over here. Grab the whisk.
Where is it?
Right in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand.
And start, no, just start whisking. And it's got to go really slow so it doesn't get too hot and that it doesn't scramble up the eggs.
I wish, if you could stand this way.
I can't
you
do
could see
anything
it.
better than I'm doing right now.
Okay. You're doing great.
Keep whisking.
And the mixture matches your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Try to go a little faster so it thickens up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just keep mixing, don't stop.
I won't stop. Wait. Go.
All
Mixing.
right. All right.
Keep mixing.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay, now we're going to pour this back into the pan.
Okay. Can you hold this so it doesn't drip? Just hold it.
Continue to whisk 3 to 5 more minutes.
Okay. Back into here.
Uh-huh. Let's look at our clock, 3:30, so about 3:33, we'll check it out. Okay, why don't you keep doing this so I could start cleaning up so that we have room to open up, to do our dough. All right, remove saucepan from whisk the ground poppy seeds. Okay, remove the saucepan from the heat, whisk the ground poppy seeds into the buttery liquid and stir until well blended. Allow filling to cool at room temperature. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna clean up for a second here while
keep
Bernie is
whisking.
doing this because we then have to take out all of our dough and make our circles.
Is this supposed to boil a little bit?
Not boil, no, it's supposed to
Simmer?
be on simmer. Uh-huh.
Okay, because it's not simmering yet.
Nope, just keep doing it. This is a very, very, very big recipe to make. It's not an easy recipe. So no wonder most people just make it one time a year during the holiday. Gotta get all this stuff out of the way so we have a nice clean island so we can make our dough. Roll out our dough rather. We got about another 3 minutes, Bernie.
Of whisking?
Yep, it said 3 to 5 minutes.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Did it get very hot in here?
No.
Maybe it's the oven.
Alrighty. We're done with this guy. I know what we're gonna do with this honey, but okay, we got this to go, and then we're gonna do our lemon zest. Okay, we're good with this. We're good
The
with
eggs are
this.
in here already, right?
Yep,
lower the
This
fire.
guy can go, this guy can go, this guy's gotta stay. These people can go. Keep it going, Bernie.
It's going. I lowered the fire.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting such a consistency.
That's
Starting to thicken up.
That's
It's beautiful.
exactly what you want. Well, at least we can say it's not for naught, because if it's coming out the way we want it, more power to us. And then in the future, we can just watch our YouTube. We don't have to look up recipes anymore, right?
Right.
We'll
This
have
may
it
be
there.
the definite recipe how to make Hamantaschen. Poppy seed Hamantaschen. In Yiddish, it's called mun. The mun is in the Hamantaschen. Mindy, I think the fire's too hot.
Okay, so lower it. They also have poppy seed filling that, people can buy in cans.
Yeah.
But surely you don't get the same feel when you do it by hand. Anything that you can buy in a can or in a plastic container, anything like that, is all pre-manufactured. You don't know what's going into it, and it tastes processed, and it's nothing like making stuff from scratch.
Mindy, I think this is ready.
All right. Then what you're going to do is let it cool for a minute.
Shut it.
Yep.
Take it off the fire.
Let it cool. Got to cool for a few minutes.
Okay.
And the next thing you're going to do is take the rest of the stuff off the island, except for the dough.
You know what? Let me taste it.
And then
I'm going to taste it to see.
we got to clean that island so we can put out our dough.
Okay. I'm just going to take a tiny taste of this before we put in. See, it's just right. Did you put any salt in it?
Yes. If you think it needs more, go for it.
Oh my God, that is so good.
You think it needs anything else? Or is it good?
I think it's amazing. Maybe I don't know.
Because don't forget, we're also going to be adding some lemon to it.
No, I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So take the stuff off the island
Really
and then
impressed.
clean the island.
Okay. Just this part of the island, right? The front?
This whole area. Move the dough over here.
We're going to do it here?
No, we're going to do it
That's
here.
right. So we want to clean this part.
This whole area here.
Let me get this off.
Just bring that on the other
Beautiful.
side.
Wow.
And you know what, Bernie? Yeah, we'll see how much everything makes. And we're gonna have the poppy seed filling and everything ready for tomorrow anyway, so the only thing we need to do is just the circles with the dough tomorrow. Everything's already gonna be
I like this
prepared.
Okay.
Alrighty, we got this. This is what we call a true IRL stream to whoever's out there.
We don't even know.
Nothing edited.
We are not editing.
No, all real life stuff.
I just thought of something.
Uh-huh.
You remember when our kids used to watch Cartoon Network?
Of course.
And remember Ed, and Eddie?
Of course.
I just thought of Ed. I don't know why saying edited reminded me of Ed, and Eddie.
Wow.
I think all those programs came one after the other.
Uh-huh.
The Powerpuff Girls,
Oh, wow. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers.
I wonder if anybody in this audience knows what we're talking about.
They know it.
I don't know.
Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers. Do 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 boom do 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 do.
So after Bernie cleans that up, the next thing we're going to do is dry up the island. and we're gonna roll out our dough, and we are going to take
That for me?
we're going to take a glass, and we're going to
I'm
make
just gonna use water.
circles.
I don't want to put
Okay,
soap on this.
we're gonna make circles for the dough. We don't have a cookie cutter, so we're gonna do that instead.
This is nice.
And we're just gonna check this guy out, because we gotta make sure that the consistency
Isn't
is
it beautiful?
Absolutely beautiful. You wanna, Bernie, go to the camera for a second, and I'll show it to them, and you'll tell me if you could see it or not,
Sure.
so they could see it.
Let me just
This
rinse
is
my
still
fingers.
too hot, so we're going to let this stay for a second or two. It's gotta cool down quite a bit. So maybe in the interim, Bernie will play for you a little bit while this is
Gorgeous aroma.
cooking. We're also gonna make our dough, so that'll take time too. So Bernie, you wanna just go to the camera
Sure.
and tell me if you can
Try
see
it out.
this?
Yeah. Usually it had to go high. Last time we learned.
All right.
Everything's. I just need to use the mouse. I hope I have a mouse here because.
Go on my side, and then you could see it there.
Okay. Higher and tip it a little bit. Can you tip it more? No?
I am.
Oh, I see. I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, I have to do this. 1 minute. Sorry, I'm not watching you live. That is beautiful.
Alrighty.
I see it.
Okay, so let's roll out this dough now. And we're going to grab a glass. Bernie?
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm gonna use this guy.
Wow.
Grab a nice sized glass.
Okay. Now we don't want it too big, right?
Well,
Because
we
they
want-
spread.
Right, but we wanted a nice size so that we can,
Okay.
put a decent filling in
Do
there.
you like this size or is this too big?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Great. Oh wow.
Alright, so we are just going to
Isn't that nice?
roll this guy out. The consistency could not be better. The color is perfect. When this cools down, I'm gonna grate some lemon in it.
Mmm. Can I do some too?
Sure.
Mindy's having fun.
I am. Go for it.
Okay. Wow.
And as I always tell people, when Bernie and I cook, one of us is doing one thing, the other is doing another, so at the end of the meal, we don't have any dishes to worry about. That's cooking in collaboration.
I like that. Sounds good. Cooking in collaboration.
Because nobody likes to cook in a dirty kitchen.
Isn't that the German way to say cookie kitchen?
Say it again.
So, cookie in German, is that Küchen?
That I couldn't tell you. That I don't know.
Wow. Mindy, what do you think of this?
Keep on going. Most important thing is we don't want this to be thick.
No, it's not thick, that's for sure.
love lemon zest. So we get a little lemon zest happy
Ready?
when we use it. So, you know, if you're not into the lemon, you can actually omit that part of the recipe if ever you want to make it. And if you don't like it, you can skip the lemon part. We love citrus though.
I really like this roller.
Yeah,
We very rarely use this roller.
yeah.
We usually use a rolling pin.
Uh-huh.
This is
But
nice.
it was meant to be because it was staring me in the face.
That's when you know you should use it.
Exactly. All right, so as Bernie is doing all of this, we got these dishes practically all done. And stuff.
Is this enough?
A
think so.
little thick right in the center there.
I think this is perfect.
Right over here, maybe a little bit more this way. Right here's a
Stuck
little
my
thick.
fingers in this.
Let's see.
I think
This
it's
guy
gorgeous.
is really starting to get there, getting to cool down a little bit, not yet ready. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do next. If you have a cookie cutter, that's your best bet. If you have a nice size round cookie cutter, otherwise you just use the rim of this is perfect, the rim of a glass.
Beautiful.
And you're gonna go just round and round and round till you get a really nice size round piece of dough that's easy for you to plop on out. And once you do that, you're gonna roll up your dough and start your whole process again. And I really like the glass that Bernie chose because sometimes when you make these mini Hamantaschen, they come out mad small. And if they're too small, you really can't so much enjoy the inner filling because you don't have adequate room to fill it. Typically, Hamantaschen, years ago, they were always very, very big. That's my turn. You'll do the next group.
Oh, excuse me.
They were very big, and in later years, they made them smaller, for kids and stuff like that. I like the small ones. And the shape of the Hamantaschen is actually not going to be circle at all. It's going to be in the shape of a triangle. And the triangle is the representation of the evil Haman's cornered hat. That's what it represents, if you are wondering why. And as soon as I finish this, you'll be my witnesses. Bernie will have the chance to have fun the next go around after we get all these guys out. So, we are going to take all the pieces of dough on the outside and take it away from our beautiful circles.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No problem. I have to do this
Alrighty.
right here.
I can't tell you. I think, honestly, this consistency is the best we've ever made. It is so, this guy's not good. It is so magnificent. It really, really is. I have a good feeling about this batch.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Shake it a little bit and it comes right out.
Okay. And Bernie makes the best Haman hats in the world. He is responsible for making the shapes of the Hamantaschen.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're gonna roll this
Here they
guy
are.
up after we finish this.
So we have,
So-
what do we have? 6?
3,
10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 here, and then we're going to make more afterwards. And then we've got lots in the fridge to make for tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is ask Bernie to taste this and see whether or not it's cool enough for me to add the lemon and the the poppy seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So here we go.
Oh, God.
We've got
The
our
lemon will be great.
awesome grater. Can you grab me a tablespoon?
Sure.
And the recipe called for a teaspoon worth of lemon zest. But as I said, I have an idea. Oh, I'm so excited. I've got to add some orange zest too. We've got this incredible orange,
I'm going to find it.
and we gotta add that too. It's going to be so good. It's going to be insane. So again,
Mindy, did we eat it?
no, it's right here.
Where?
Excuse me, and I'll find it for you.
Okay. You did find it.
Okay, I'm gonna wash it because we wash everything, especially nowadays. We wash everything and anything we come in contact with. And
Everything
on
gets
that note,
washed.
Bernie and I had a little bit of an unfortunate kind of experience today because we went to one of our local supermarkets and we wanted to get a Purell wipe to wipe the cart that we were going to shop, the wagon.
The handle of the cart. The
And
wagon.
they were totally sold out. And I said to Bernie, that's it, we're not shopping here, we're not going to touch
Let
that.
me just show everybody what this orange looks like. You want to see something gorgeous? Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Here's where Mindy just zested it. What kind of is this? What is this
Oh,
called?
I wish I remembered.
I forgot what it's called.
So anyway, we washed the outside of the orange because we don't know how many hands touched it, and we don't want any transmission of anything in our zest.
That's it.
All right, Bernie's going to taste it again and tell me if I need more orange
You mix
or
it
if
up.
I need more zest or if it's good.
You know what I thought it may need? A little bit of lemon juice. It needs a little lemon juice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It does. Just a little bit of lemon juice. It's so nice. Want me to get the squeezer?
Nah, do it the old-fashioned way. There we go.
Wow.
I like to use my hands. All right, I'm gonna taste her up again.
Yep. Touch more lemon.
Okay. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good.
You do that one too. Yeah, a lot.
Okay, we just don't want this to be mad wet.
Yeah, I understand, but it's so good. I don't need to taste it anymore. I know
Okay.
it's gonna be good. You know what I want to do? You think I'm crazy?
Now I'm gonna add the poppy seeds.
Where's that salt? Maybe
And
we
we're
don't
gonna
need salt.
mix as we go.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it. I have this Maldon. I'm gonna crush it in my fingers. Okay?
Sure.
Here we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Watch this. Move your hand a little bit.
Don't add too much.
No, won't be too much. Oh. Wow.
Nothing like this you could ever,
You can never
get.
buy this. You could not buy this. They have pre-made poppy seed mixtures. Nothing can happen like this. Impossible. I want to lift it up for everybody. You want to lift it up for everybody to see what it looks like?
Doesn't matter.
I want them to see it.
Why don't you go and make sure they can see it?
And I'm going to go.
Okay.
You know what this looks like? I don't know why I have Cartoon Network on my mind. Pinky and the Brain.
Go. All right, guys, tell me if you could see that.
1 minute. I'm coming to look. Stay there. Climbing over wires. A little lower, too high. It's beautiful. Wow.
we're going to fill a little bit of filling in the inside of each one of these cookie doughs, and we are also going to lightly grease the pan.
This is amazing.
All right, here we go. And Bernie is then going to make his Haman hat.
Just a little bit in the middle.
Right. Sometimes I get carried away and I add too much, so I'm going to try not to. Go ahead.
Let me try it with one. We take the end of it, and we're going to take it like this. And then we're going to take this part and move it like this. So we're making we're going to pinch. Then we're going to move this guy this way. Oh, Mindy.
Oh, that, more perfect than that you couldn't get. I'm going to show everybody once I get it on the cookie sheet.
And I'm pinching the ends so they don't separate when they cook.
Right.
I just have to lift this up to show everybody. You gotta see this. You ready for this, everybody? Check it out. That is an uncooked Hamantaschen.
Keep going, Bernie.
Oh my God.
And then when you're done with that, we're going to do more dough and we'll do some chocolate chips.
Handmade Hamantaschen.
Okay, got that. While Bernie's doing that, I'll clean up this stuff. And when he's finished, I'll put that on the cookie sheet. And then soon we're going to get it in the oven.
You always have to pinch the end. These are beautiful, Mindy.
They are.
I don't ever remember. Hello, Samantha.
Be nice, Sydney. Sydney, stop that. You're not being very festive.
Wow.
Again, if you don't like poppy seeds, you surely can fill this with any kind of jam or jelly that you like. You can even fill it with peanut butter. But these are our preferences. Our kids like the chocolate chip, and we also, everybody loves the mun.
Mun is poppy seed.
I'm going to take these away as Bernie is making them, so he has adequate room.
Thank you.
Just grab this guy away from you. Alrighty. And I think one thing that we did really well this time around is we didn't overfill it.
Right.
Because when you overfill it, it just doesn't work. It doesn't allow you to make the appropriate shape that you need to. And you don't want to keep them, too close together. You want to have an adequate space for them to all cook evenly.
They're almost like crispy butter cookies with an unbelievable
Right,
filling.
they're very crispy on the outside. They get nice and brown. Really, really pretty and really so tasty.
And once you start eating them,
you can't stop.
I'm going to gain at least 15 pounds right after I finish eating all this. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, keep it going.
Flattening it out a little bit. Now I can't get rid of Power Rangers from my head. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go,
So what we have here, semi-sweet chocolates, just regular chocolate chips. We're not doing a thing to them. We're just putting them right in the center as we did the filling. We're not cooking it in advance. We're not going to melt it. We're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to take a bunch of them, put them in the center, and we're good.
And of course these are going to rise because they have baking powder in them as well.
Right.
They are going to be something else.
And when you make something like this, you want to make a lot at a time because again, it's not a quick recipe to make, so you want to have enough left over to enjoy for a couple of days. And they stay well in the refrigerator. Once they're cold and stuff, you can put them in a plastic bag and leave them in the fridge for a few days.
They taste great with milk or
Anything.
coffee,
Yeah.
tea,
Soda.
or soda, or
You
gin
name
and
it.
tonic,
Oh yeah, especially the gin and tonic.
right? Or
Or a glass of wine.
glass of wine, a loaf of bread, and Hamantaschen.
A loaf of bread.
Yeah. That's an old poem. A glass of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou.
And thou. I like the and thou part.
And thou. I do too.
That's nice.
Fix her up.
And then we got all this dough over here. So while Bernie is finishing that, I'm gonna roll this guy out and then fill it up with this. And can we put one on the top sheet, the top thingy, and one on the bottom?
I think so,
Okay,
yeah.
this way
Let's
we can
try
make
it.
it at the same time.
Why not? The bottom probably will be done before
First.
the top.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And then of course,
Sure.
as always, we gotta take a picture of it and,
One more to go. That
okay,
is beautiful.
yep. Okay, while he's doing that, I'm gonna start rolling this guy out.
And we make it little triangle. These are little three-cornered hats. The way this mean guy Haman, or Haman, in English it's Haman, and he was a very mean, horrible person who said, let's kill all the Jews. And the holiday of Purim is a very happy holiday because beautiful Queen Esther, as it says in this story, or as it is known in Hebrew, the Megillah, and that's where I suppose the word, what a Megillah, what a story. And it's like a miracle. Once again, another Jewish holiday where the enemies wanted to kill all the Jews, and they wanted to kill all the Jews because the Jews didn't believe what they believed in. They didn't want to change their religion to say, no, I'm going to believe in this crap. And that's exactly why it's a miracle holiday.
Okay, I'm not gonna go too much more here because, alright, here we go,
Wait, no? How about a little more here?
because this is starting, maybe a little
I
bit.
know. That's nice. Should I open this up?
Sure.
Oh, look at that mun. These two are from Whole Foods, an Amazon company.
Right, but remember, Bernie, we're on YouTube now, we're not on
It's
Twitch.
okay. Maybe Amazon wants to sponsor us. Hey, anybody from Amazon? 365, yum, the best. These are some of the best. Somebody definitely, yes, I'm gonna get a little scissor.
Did it get very hot?
Very hot. Perfect. Little corner. I mean, you know what's wonderful about cooking this? You can always take a chocolate chip and go, mmm. Mmm. Puppies can't have chocolate, sweetie.
Okay, here we go, Bernie.
I'm happy.
Alrighty,
Oh,
let me grab some and put in the center.
little bit.
Yep, let's see how many we can get in there. Is that good?
One more.
Okay. How about two more?
Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, take it like this. Mindy, I love this consistency.
Me too. Perfect.
Hmm?
Keep it going.
Okay.
And as you see, guys, we're already on now for how long? An hour and 5 minutes, and we're still doing it.
And we don't even, well, if we have nobody live here, I don't know if soon when we get to the monitor, we'll know if you're here. But hopefully, we'll get lots of people, I really hope so, watching this later today or tomorrow. And if you want to help us advertise, we'll take all the advertising we can get. So if you're into publicity and you want to put your talents to helping us get publicity, that would be really nice. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
It's a beauty.
It sure is.
And I'm also pushing down this with my fingers to try to make a good ratio of dough to chocolate chips. I don't want to get, I'm sorry I'm getting in front of
Here, let me
the
pick it up for
camera.
you. Here you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
One day when we become famous cooking show stars, we should have a camera woman or cameraman. And I won't be getting in front of anybody.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here.
That's beautiful. I made this one a little bit different. I made this one wrapped up. It's beautiful. These are bitter. These are semi-sweet chocolates. They have bittersweet chocolates. They have milk chocolates. Dark chocolates.
White?
Well, I never liked white chocolates. Did you?
No.
Nah, it's not my thing. I mean, if you like white chocolates, that's cool. But this is really pretty, this guy. Look.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see if I can move some of these people over, so maybe I can fit everything on one.
That would be
That would
something.
be really ideal.
That really would be. I bet you can.
Let's see.
How long does it bake for?
10 to 15 minutes, but in our oven, probably more like 15 to 18.
Okay.
I like the idea that they could all, evenly cook on the same cookie sheet. Yeah, I'll do it. I gotta turn up this air conditioning because it's mad hot in here.
It sure is. One day it's cold, one day it's hot. That's Florida. Wasn't supposed to rain this morning. It rained at about 5:30 in the morning for about 20 minutes. And then it was cloudy. Now the sun is out. It's beautiful. And
Oh, this guy needs another chip. Yeah, right. We can't start getting stingy, Bernie.
okay. Oh, yeah. Hear that bird? Can anybody hear that bird? I love birds. See if you hear it.
It'll be interesting to see when we do this tomorrow how the consistency of the dough actually does change,
Yeah.
or if it does.
Well, they say leave it in the refrigerator overnight, and it even comes out better. That we didn't do today.
Nope.
So we wanted. So, anyway, so many thousands of years ago, I don't know how many thousands of years ago, the story goes, and it's in the Bible, it's in what's called the Torah, the story of Esther. It's in actually a religious book called the Book of Esther, where this holiday has the history of this holiday is mentioned in this book. And Esther was probably, if anybody would say, who is the most beautiful Jewish woman ever in the Bible, the answer is Esther. Because this king, and he wasn't Jewish, he was Greek.
Yeah.
He was from the Greek-Persian dynasty. Persia is what, Syria, isn't it?
Yep.
Today, and it was a beautiful culture. However, they hated everybody. They hated the Jews, like so many other beautiful cultures. One thing they couldn't stand was the Jews. Because the Jews said, "We ain't going to bow down to you. We are not going to. We're going to be our own people, and you're not going to tell us what to do." The Jews were the original liberals. The Jews were the first people, I think, in the Bible from that time who said, we need equality. We're not going to be slaves. We ain't gonna take it. We ain't gonna take it. And look who you got today in the United States. You had Mike Bloomberg, he's out, and you have Bernie Sanders, another Jewish guy who's very liberal. By the way, Bernie Sanders is not a communist. Any of you who've heard that Bernie Sanders is a communist, don't believe it. It's people trying to make you hate and not vote for him. I'm not telling you who we're voting for, though. That I won't tell you. It's a secret. But it's not. But it will be a Democrat. That I will tell you. We will not vote for Donald Trump. I mean, honestly, I love you. If you're a Republican or if you like Donald Trump, don't think I don't love you. But I don't understand why you would want to vote for such a crazy idiot.
We need to get these in the oven
Yeah.
because they're starting to come
Okay.
apart. And that's not what
A
we want.
liar, total liar.
No,
And
no.
okay, anyway, so this holiday has a lot to do with honesty. It's a great holiday.
I gotta get these in like now because they're all starting
And
to.
here's one more. Is this the last one? Do I have room to make the last one?
You
Oh,
gotta,
I just lost these two.
okay, you gotta fix that one. Real quick, Bernie, real
Okay.
quick.
Real quick, we're gonna turn this into a patty. Here, we made it. This is a Hamantaschen ball. Wow, Mindy, what do you think? Nice?
No,
What?
try to fix that. No.
Okay, different. It's different. I can't do any better.
Okay, just this one. Just do this one. Leave that. Do that one. Gonna take a picture of it, guys. Alrighty. Here we go. In the oven she goes. Good.
What
good,
about
good.
this one?
No, we're not.
How about
I
if I
don't
make
have
a
any
little
room.
no, okay. Make a little snake.
Alrighty.
Wow.
So now it's 4:15, 4:25. I'm gonna go check her out.
And I'm gonna eat some.
Alright, why don't you head on back and see if we
Right.
got anybody there, Bernie?
I'm gonna
And
wash
I'll
my
put the rest
hands.
of this stuff together.
So good.
Why don't you just check the air conditioning before you sit down?
Sure. By the way, these chocolate chips are to die for.
Oh. Okay, so do that, change the scene, and we will be good.
And well, oh my God, it's hot. No
Isn't
wonder.
it?
I'm making it 73.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna store the rest of the poppy seeds for tomorrow.
Then,
I'll put that with the other dough.
okay. Well,
Alright, change the
I'm
scene
going.
and head on back. We made a lot here.
oh, I need a microphone.
Okay, you can take it. I'm not talking anymore right now.
I didn't change it yet. I'm bringing back the mic. Mr. Deeb, Meister Deeb, hello. Tross is here, faceless. Wow, what a surprise. One King and Tross and faceless. Let me see if I hear myself before I do that. We just had some. I really hope we didn't bore you with the amount of fun that we were having, because it was really fun making this. Here we go. I got the little popper, D-popper on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to that. I didn't change the scene. Give me a minute. Oh, Mindy, I forgot. I have to go. Give me a second, everybody. I got to go to the other side. You'll see me in a second. You hear the bird. Wow. Wow, we're back. Hi, I'm here. I'm going to go there. Here I go. Mindy's cleaning up in the kitchen. Hey, Faceless. Pawn, we have Meister Dieb, Tross, and as far as I can see, that's what we have. Wonderful, wonderful friends. Faceless, what can I play for you? Pawn, Meister, tell me. Tross? am happy when I play. Mr.
nice.
Sandman.
That was really
For
pretty.
faceless
I
face.
bet.
What
So
a beautiful song.
Star or Porn or Meister, if you guys have requests, please send them on over. What kind of music do you guys like to hear?
Anything you want. Everything you want to hear is exactly what I want to hear.
We only have a couple of you here, so tell us what Bernie can play for you.
You in the mood
Oh
for?
my,
Which
was
one?
I supposed to? Oh dear me.
What'd you forget?
Was I supposed to egg wash the outside?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I can't.
I was.
Undecided Now by Ella Fitzgerald. Okay, I'm going to check it out. I can't wait to hear this. Undecided Now. I'm not sure I know it, but I will listen to it, and I know I'm going to love it because it's your request. But this guy has to warm up again. Give me a minute. This is warming up.
I have to just check and see if I was supposed to. I don't know why I think I was.
I don't think so.
Supposed to put an egg wash on this.
No,
One
you couldn't.
second.
You couldn't put an egg wash over the chocolate, and we never did that.
Let's see.
Star Wolf is waiting for Undecided Now, and the tablet just booted up, so I'm going to get it on YouTube. Easy, guys.
Yeah, no, you weren't. I don't know why I thought I was. This, they say 12 to 15 minutes in the oven. This oven is super slow, so I've had it in now for about 13 minutes, and it doesn't look anywhere near golden brown. So I'm
Sure
going to check it
smelling
again
good.
in about 5-6 minutes.
Give me a second.
Bernie has to listen to it, Star, because we can't play the music here due to copyright.
Every platform has different rules.
It's called Undecided.
Undecided. Here we go. I think I know Undecided. And I see they used it on Fallout. Oh my God, that's Undecided. Ha!
I guess he knows it.
I can't wait to play this for you. I've been playing this for years. Oh, what a piece of music. It's coming up right now. You're Undecided Now. Star Wolf, that is one you have made me so happy Here we go. Undecided. Whoa. But you know what? They're giving me Chris Brown's Undecided. I don't want that. I want Ella lyrics. Here we go. It's coming up right now. Ready? I'm gonna play this, honey. What? First just say you don't. What'd you say, Mindy?
I said it's not baking.
It's not baking? Is it on right? First you say you do, and then you don't. And then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no. And when you say you'll stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, 'cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I'll show it. If you've got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? First you say you do, and then you don't, and then you say you will, then you won't. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Now you wanna play, and then it's no. And when you say you'll stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? Sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, 'cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. If you got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now. What are you gonna do? Yeah, tell me now, honey. Tell me, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Thank you so much, Star. That was so kind of you
Star,
for your
thank you.
donation. Guys, Bernie's got to go run into the kitchen because something wrong with that oven.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Bernie, it says preheating, and it shouldn't be preheating. It should be baking.
You know, I
so
don't know what's
we
going
gotta
on.
Go
I'll
make,
be right over.
Yeah, we got to make a very serious trip into that kitchen and see what's going on with this oven.
Don't anybody leave. I'm going to be right back.
Absolutely.
I
So,
promise.
guys, tell us a
Wow.
little bit about you. Some of you who we don't know, like Star, tell us a little bit about you, where you live, what you do, what kind of music you like. Nawal, tell us a little bit about you. We have a friendly stream here, guys. We like to talk with all of our viewers, get to know everybody, and hope that Bernie fixes that oven real fast.
I'm going to make it 400 now, okay?
But it's saying preheat, Bernie. It's not. It's
No, it's not doing that anymore.
okay. What happened?
It's 375.
And is the start red light on? Because it should be.
No, the bake light is on.
Okay.
We're good.
Well, it wasn't baking. All right, Faye. See you next time.
It's good. It's great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good.
So, Star, anybody want to tell us a little bit about themselves? Anybody here who doesn't know, we ask you to follow Bernie on Twitter so that you can see where he and I are going to be streaming on a daily basis, because we stream here, Facebook as well as Twitch, and we also have a website that you can check out where we have downloadable albums of Bernie's original compositions. We have recipe cards, we have cookbooks, we have all different types of things. So anybody has an interest, it's called pianoandfood.com. So please feel free to check it out. Anybody have any questions? Anything anybody would like to ask or talk about? You're a musician. You play the drums and violin. You're from Liverpool, England, and you're 25. Wow. Have you ever seen us on Twitch before, or is this your first time here? Drums and violin. That is awesome. What about you, Nawal? Don't be shy. We're friendly folk. Nawal, can Bernie play a song for you? Who else is out there? Says we've got 6 of you, and I only see a couple people chatting away. Anybody else? Well, if we don't know what kind of music you like, then it's going to be hard to play.
Anything you like. Well, I think we're going to have success, honey.
I sure hope so.
Oh, this is going to be crazy good. Star Wolf, I got 5 pounds from you. Thank you. Oh, give me more music. Come on, I can't wait to play more. I'm in such an excitable, I can't even talk. I wish I could hear you play, Star Wolf. Yeah. 25, I love that age. I remember when I was 25. It seems like it was...
this is your first time
here. It was like
here.
yesterday.
We welcome you here.
Manada. I love your name, Nawal Manada.
What kind of music do you like?
Nawal Manada. Nawal Manada is with Star Wolf and Faceless Face.
Face had to go.
Face had to go. Anything. Give me some rock. Give me anything. Give me jazz, rock, avant-garde, Bach, Pergolesi.
Rap.
Give me Chopin. Give me rap. Give me, just give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. I can't wait to play. I even want to play this.
Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Oh, we love that song.
Man. Okay, I'm going to find it right here on YouTube. I wish Mindy could play the beginning for me, but she
Nope,
can't.
can't do that.
Because this is YouTube, and we have to obey YouTube's copyright laws. Okay, here we go. What happened here? Come on, go away.
Star, do you know what his Twitch name is? Because we wouldn't know him by his real name. If you know what his username is on Twitch, then we'll know who you're talking about.
Okay.
This is a great next song, Noel.
I gotta stick this in my head. I'm gonna stick the sound in my head. That's where it's going. It's going in my head. Here we go. I'm gonna listen to a little bit of it, and it's gonna be an improvisation on Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's "Shallow."
We're getting there now, Bernie.
Almost ready. Here we go. How's it look? Gorgeous, right? Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times, I fear myself. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times, I fear myself. I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, in the shallow. shallow, in the shallow, shallow, in the shallow. We're far from the shadow now. I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I never meet the ground. Crash to the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow, in the shallow, shallow, in the shallow, shallow. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow, in the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow, we're far from the shallow now. We're far from the shallow now. We're far from the shadow now. We're far from the shallow. Far from the shallow.
That was pretty. Hope you enjoyed that. Guys, hope you enjoyed our stream today, and we look forward to seeing everybody next time. Have a great rest of the day.